Today, we're diving into a book called The Connector's Way by Patrick Galvin, and it tells us really powerful story about a fundamental shift in how we think about growing a business. A shift that, let's be honest, a lot of us get wrong. And that brings us to the big question at the heart of this whole thing. Are you building a business on just transactions, or are you building it on actual relationships? We're going to explore that through the journey of a business owner who, like so many people, was chasing those transactions right up until he hit rock bottom.
So, our story kicks off with a man in a situation that honestly is every entrepreneur's nightmare. He's desperately searching for a quick fix, a magic bullet for a much, much deeper problem.
Let me introduce you to Robert Hansen. He's the third-generation owner of his family's insurance agency. I mean, this place has a 93-year legacy. But all that history, it doesn't mean a thing against these huge modern competitors. He's literally watching his life's work, his family's entire legacy, just evaporate. And the financial pressure, it's just crushing. We're talking over $50,000 in business credit card debt. I mean, it's gotten so bad, he's taking out cash advances just to make payroll, all while his own mortgage payment is going up. The guy is completely underwater. So, in this last-ditch effort, Robert does what so many of us do when we're desperate, right? He bets what little money he has left on the promise of a silver bullet, some high-priced business conference. And you gotta love the name, the Mega Business Builder Retreat. It promised mega growth, and a completely desperate Robert flies halfway across the country, just pinning every last hope he has on finding some kind of magic formula to save his company. But, oh man, the reality check hits hard. The trip completely maxes out his credit card. It actually gets declined right there at the sales table. He somehow scrapes together nearly $1,500 he doesn't have for a kit. And to save a buck, he's staying in this awful motel, walking a mile back to his room in the pouring rain. You can just feel the misery. So what did he get for all that money and all that desperation? He gets back to his room, pops the USB drive into his laptop, and it's nothing. Just a bunch of vague, inspirational fluff and upsells for marketing services he could never, ever afford. He's not just broke anymore, he's completely out of options. So defeated and broke, Robert heads home. And isn't it funny how sometimes the real answers show up when you've totally given up looking for them? He stumbles upon his answer in just about the most unlikely place you can imagine. He's just visiting his mother at her retirement community, and he walks into a party. A big party. It's for a resident named Fred Cheevers, who is turning 100 years old. And the contrast, the difference between this place and that stuffy business conference, it's staggering. See, this room isn't filled with sales pitches and awkward networking. It's just filled with life. There are over 200 people there, celebrating, dancing, and genuinely connecting with each other. Instead of that quiet desperation he just left, this room just erupts in laughter. It's a huge moment of realization for Robert. And it's right here, in this room, just buzzing with authentic joy, that Robert finally meets someone who can actually help him, someone who is about to show him a completely different way forward. His name is Albert Cheevers. He's the son of the 100-year-old birthday boy, and he's a successful businessman himself. He sees the worry all over Robert's face, and in this simple human gesture, so different from what Robert just went through, he just starts a conversation, and he invites him to his office. So a week later, they meet up, and Albert shares this simple but totally profound advice his own father gave him back when his business was struggling. He basically says, look, forget all that mega growth hacking. Just focus on building strong connections, the clients will stay, and the referrals, they'll come. And that one piece of advice, it's not just some feel-good line. It is the foundation of a powerful business philosophy that pretty much runs counter to everything modern marketing tells you to do. It's what the book calls the connector's way. So what exactly is a connector? Well, it's really about a fundamental shift in your mindset. A connector doesn't chase leads or hunt for sales. They cultivate genuine, one-on-one human relationships. It's the difference between being a hunter and being a farmer. It all really boils down to this incredible quote from Bob Burg. People do business with, and refer business to, those people they know, like, and trust. It's such a simple reminder that, at the end of the day, business isn't just business. It's always personal. So really, you're faced with a choice. There are two paths. On one side, you've got the conventional way. It's impersonal, it's expensive, it's all about transactions. That's the path Robert was on. And on the other side, you have the connector's way. It's personal, it's built on simple, genuine actions, and it's deeply relational. And here's maybe the most important takeaway of the whole thing. This isn't about some grand gesture or one brilliant marketing campaign. The book reminds us that real, lasting growth comes from a whole series of small, consistent, and thoughtful actions that build those relationships over time.
So that leaves us with a challenge, right? Robert's story really shows us that the most powerful business tool we have isn't some fancy software or a new marketing strategy, it's our own humanity. So the question isn't if you should build relationships, but what small, genuine act will you do today to start? How will you connect?